Reasons why Mason Disick, the son of Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, chooses to stay away from the public eye. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Mason Disick was born into a world of flashing cameras, bright lights, and non-stop attention. As the first child of Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, he entered the world already surrounded by the fame of the Kardashian family. Everyone expected him to grow up in front of cameras and remain part of the public spotlight. In the early years of his life, that was exactly what happened. He was often seen on the family's reality show and featured on social media. But as Mason grew older, he started to choose a different path. He began stepping away from all the attention. Now that he's 15 years old, Mason has made it very clear that he prefers a quieter and more private life. His parents, especially his mother Kourtney, support his choice and want him to have the kind of life that makes him feel comfortable and happy. On December 14th, Mason celebrated his 15th birthday along with his younger brother Rain, who turned 10 on the same day. Their mother Kourtney shared old family pictures on Instagram to mark the special moment, and Scott also gave fans a short glimpse of how he celebrated the day with Mason, even showing a gift he gave his son. Although the family did not share many details, the few moments they did show made it clear how much love and care they have for each other. These moments showed that the family still creates memories together, even if they don't post everything online. When Mason was younger, he was often seen on television and online. But as time passed, things began to change. He started avoiding cameras and slowly disappeared from the family's reality show and public appearances. Earlier this year, he opened an Instagram account, which got people talking because it was rare to hear from him. However, even though he joined the platform, he hasn't posted much. His online presence is quiet, which reflects his desire to stay away from the public eye. Mason is not trying to become a social media star. He is simply a teenager who wants to live a normal life. His decision matches the way his mother Kourtney has always talked about parenting. She often says that she wants her children to feel safe and free to grow up without pressure from the public. In a podcast she joined in 2022 called, "Not Skinny But Not Fat," Kourtney spoke about the choices she makes as a mother. She explained that many people online think she is never with her kids just because she doesn't post pictures of them. But she made it clear that she prefers to keep their lives off social media, especially because her children don't enjoy being shared online. She said that sometimes they are okay with it, but most times they are not. She wants to respect that. Speaking about Mason in particular, she said he does not want anything to do with social media. He just doesn't enjoy it, and Kourtney wants her kids to be able to enjoy being children. She also mentioned that she wants their life to feel as normal as possible, even though they are part of a famous family. Kourtney has talked before about why she tries to protect Mason's privacy. She reminded people in 2022 that just because he is not seen in pictures or videos doesn't mean he's not spending time with the family. There are many special moments that they choose not to share online. This is something Kourtney strongly believes in. Her concern for Mason's safety online started long ago. In 2020, she actually deleted his Instagram account after he made it without her knowing. She said she was especially worried about the comments section on social media, because people can be very rude, even to kids. She didn't want Mason to read hurtful things or get affected by strangers online. That incident showed that Kourtney is very serious about her children's mental and emotional health, especially when it comes to the internet. In addition to Mason, Kourtney and Scott also have a daughter named Penelope, who is 12, and their youngest son Rain, who just turned 10. Over the years, their family has grown. Kourtney got married to Travis Barker, and together they have blended their families. Kourtney and Travis recently welcomed a new baby named Rocky 13, who is now just over 1 year old. Travis also has 3 other children from earlier relationships: Landon, who is 21, Alabama, who is 18, and Adiana de la Hoya, who is 25. So now, Kourtney is not just a mother to her 3 biological children, but also a stepmother to Travis's kids. Their home is full of love and togetherness, but they still make a strong effort to keep many parts of their lives private. Even with the birth of their new baby Rocky, Kourtney and Travis have followed the same approach. They don't show Rocky's face very often online. Like with Mason, they are being very protective of Rocky's privacy. They want to give him the chance to grow up in a safe and calm environment, not one full of pressure or public judgment. This shows that Kourtney has learned a lot over the years and is always thinking about what's best for her children. For Mason, his decision to stay out of the spotlight is not just a temporary thing. It seems to be something he truly values. Being famous might sound fun to many people, but Mason is showing that fame is not always the best path. Even though he comes from a world where sharing everything online is common, he is choosing something different. He's learning how to live on his own terms, and his parents are supporting that choice. This is not always easy for a teenager, especially when millions of people know your name. But Mason is making it work in a way that feels right for him. His story is a reminder that even kids who are born into fame can still want a normal life. Mason is showing that privacy can be powerful. He is setting an example for others that you don't always need to be in front of a camera to be happy. Sometimes, being away from the spotlight helps you feel more like yourself. His parents, especially Kourtney, are proud of that and are making sure he grows up feeling respected and loved. As Mason continues to grow, it will be interesting to see what path he takes. Whether he continues to stay away from public attention or decides to share more later on, what matters most is that he's doing what feels right for him. His parents are giving him the space to make his own choices, which is something many children don't always get, especially when they're part of a famous family. Mason's journey shows how important it is for parents to listen to their kids and support their wishes, even when the world is watching. While Mason is not often seen in public now, the few moments we do get to see show that he is loved deeply by his family. Birthdays, holidays, and family time are still full of joy, even if they are not shared on Instagram or television. That quiet love is something that doesn't need an audience. It exists in real life, not just on screens. For Mason, this may be the kind of life he has always wanted. And thanks to his parents' support, it's the life he is getting. In addition to Mason, Kourtney and Scott also have a daughter named Penelope, who is 12, and their youngest son Rain, who just turned 10. Over the years, their family has grown. Kourtney got married to Travis Barker, and together they have blended their families. Kourtney and Travis recently welcomed a new baby named Rocky 13, who is now just over 1 year old. Travis also has 3 other children from earlier relationships: Landon, who is 21, Alabama, who is 18, and Adiana de La Hoya, who is 25. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.